welcome back to the channel. So today it's a 2025 X5 M60i, the M Performance version of the G05 X5. And I think this might be our last 2025 X5 M60i. I could be mistaken on that one because production does begin for model year 26 in April. So we begin up front in this Brooklyn Gray X5. So daytime running lights, half of an X. You have shadow line lights, you have a dual headlight design. You have a dual headlight design and a corner out there in that corner. Moving to the grille, has M Sport Pro package, means blacked out kidney grille. And you can see the giant M badge in there. So that's by design for all the M Performance models, basically getting all these M badges on the grills now. The kidney slats are double slat and vertical orientation. So your parking assistance camera there in the middle, and then down below. That thing is there no matter what you get. So you could get no driving assistance Pro on this X5 and you still have that center. If you don't get anything from the factory, it's not wired up to anything, so you can't add anything after the fact. So I'll move into the side. We get the style 915Ms. They are 21-inch wheels. So an upgrade over the standard 20-inch wheel comes on the X5 M60, or basically any M Sport package X5. You see the red M Sport calipers, and we have floating hubcaps. And you note the M badge here on the fender in black. That is part of the, I think what they call the Black Emblems that you can get on a lot of the M Performance vehicles. So obviously on the X5, I think also on the X6. I'm not sure about the X7, but you can definitely get it on the M340i. But check with your dealer about those options to get it basically installed from factory. That said, you do get the fender badges, which don't normally appear on US market cars. It does appear on the rest of the world vehicles. All right, so I'll move to the back here, where we have our tail lights, and they're basically sculpted 3D tail lights. And basically half necks, continuing the theme from the front of the headlights there, and half necks. And then we have X5 badging in black. Same with the M60i badging. So I guess the one drawback is getting those black emblems. It doesn't do anything with the front M badge on the grille. And down below, you can see technically we have a quad exhaust here. And then your diffuser in body color. There's that rear 3/4 view of the X5. So we're gonna make our way around this car, get inside, go over some of the features on the inside. There's only one window sticker on this car available in this vehicle, so it's on the window, of course. So we'll take a look at the inside, then hop out and go over the pricing. I think I said before, the X5 M60is, at least for us, don't do extremely well. After I made that last X5 M60i video, I think we had a few customers come in and then order M60i, strangely enough. All right, so opening up, we have the black extended merino leather. So door card, this feels like it might be leather up here and leather here in the middle of the door card. More of it here on the armrest. And then down below, hard scratchy plastic. See carbon fiber trim. And here are your standard seats, which I think look pretty decent. There's a nice quilting effect. Everything's powered, of course, on the top of the line X5. And down below, you have adjustments here for side bolster, lumbar support, and a powered crumb catcher. Then adjustment here for the upper backrest. Then you have M60i badging here on the door sill. So in front of me, the Legacy M Sport steering wheel, because it is round here. We have M badging, we got M stitching over here. Then we've got the controls over here for the cruise control and assisted driving. Then shift paddles. And then in front of me, I drive 8.5 live cockpit, and that's in sport mode. Then we have a heads-up display. And feels like leather dashboard up here. And the rest of the curved display here. And more carbon fiber trim, which lights up with the M badging there. Then your vent controls, twist to open, twist to close, more carbon fiber trim in the center console area. Then we have start stop button, drive selector nub, and iDrive controller all in crystal, which means this one has the executive package. All right, we're gonna hop out real quick and go over the pricing and then hop in the back seat. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll make sure it's in focus there. So starting price, the 2025 X5 M60i is $90,850. Metallic paint is included, $1950 for the merino leather. All right, Driving Assistance Pro adds another $2,500. Then we got the M Sport Professional Package for another $650, $900 for the Parking Assistance Package. The Executive Package adds another $1,850, and then $1,000 for the Climate Comfort Package. So those 21-inch wheels add another $800. $300 for the carbon fiber trim. Everything else you see is included. Now it's really hard to see, but we got luggage compartment mat, wheel locks, Black Emblems, all other floor mats, folding hubcaps, and first aid kit. All told, MSRP this particular example just a little over $103,000. All right, so opening up, here is the rest of the black merino leather. I got that moonroof shade open. With that executive package, you do get a LED sky lounge. All right, here's a view of the cockpit for the back seat. Then out back, you have vents, plus a dual climate control zone for the rear passengers. Way at the bottom, way down there, are USB-C charging ports. There's also a USB-C charging port in the back of each of the front seats with the travel and comfort system there. So knee room, leg room, obviously pretty good in the back of the X5. The same can be said about headroom. There's that LED sky lounge, which if it were dark, you'd see this lit up. Because it is in sport mode, it'll be basically, I guess, red or reddish. All right, so moving to the back, we do have kick to open on the X5 because we do not have a trailer hitch on this one. So here is the cargo area. Of course, you can also fold down those rear seats for even more room, plus a standard cargo cover. And because these do, oops. All right, so because we do have run flat tires on this one, you do have a little extra storage space down below. I believe if you opt for the 742Ms, which are 22-inch wheels, you will be getting a space saver spare in the back there. All right, so in terms of things that might be missing that might be attractive, I'd say maybe the Adaptive M Suspension Pro. That's an option some people do like, but obviously not very necessary in most cases. You can also opt for an air suspension on the X5 M60. We've had that on a few of the M60is before. But otherwise, I think it's really well equipped. And then we're going to get to the hood here and pop it. Where we have the S68 V8 4.4-liter twin-turbo engine. It is a mild hybrid setup now. It does have 523 horsepower and 553 torques. So extremely powerful. But that's it. I think the X5 that gets you the most bang for the buck is probably going to be the X5 50e. This is not saying this is a bad vehicle, but I think the 50e is where it's at, given the price point. But that's it. We'll see you at the next video.